Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to discuss another problem. Problem is search in rotated sorted array 2. So let's see what the problem is. There is an integer array nums sorted in non-decreasing order, meaning it's sorted in ascending order. Before being passed to your function, nums is rotated at an unknown pivot index k, such that the resulting array is something like this. For example, if this is the array, right? This is sorted. See, 0, 1, 2, 4, this is sorted. This might be rotated at pivot index 5. So, pivot index 5, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is the index, right? So, here it might get rotated. When we say rotated, what does that mean? So, see, let me write this array 0, 1, 2, 2, 4, 2, 4, 4, 4, 5, 6, 7. So, something like this is there, right? So here what they are doing now, before passing it to our function, whatever function is given to us, before passing this sorted array to that function, they are rotating it at index 5. Index 5 is this one. Rotating it means this will go like, basically it will shift by one place. So 7 will come this whole array, 0, 1, 2, 4 will come here, 0, 1, 2, 4, 4, and this will come here, 4, 5, 6, 6, 7. Something like this array will become. Okay, something like this. Okay, so this is what they are doing. So we given the array nums after rotation. So this rotated array will be given to us in the input. This rotated array will be given to us, and an integer target. We need to return true if target is in nums, or return false if it's not in nums. So basically we just need to check whether target is in this array or not. If it is in the array, like 0 is in the array, so we return true, and if it is not, we will return false. See, it's very simple. What we can do is we just need to check whether this element is in the array or not, right? So if you see this at the first time, you will think that okay, so this is a really easy problem. What we need to do, just we need to check whether this target is in the array or not. So what you can do a linear search, right? You can just compare whether 0 is there, here 0 is there. So here 0, you found 0, so you can return this, you can just return true. This is one approach, but this approach is not efficient, as here we need to see, this approach will be O of n. Although it will get accepted, it's not that it will not be accepted, it will get accepted, but the thing is, this is not an optimized approach, and when you are in interview, they will be expecting the optimized approach. Why this is O of n? Because for example, let's say I have to search whether, let's say I have this array, something like this I have, 5, 1, 6, 2, 3, 4, something like this I have, and my target is 4. Okay, so basically this is not sorted. Let me change it a bit. 2, 3, 4 is there now. I'll change this to 7 and 8. So this is sorted, right? 2, 3, 4, and then here 5, 7, 8. Now let's say my target is 4. So I have to find 4. What I will do, I will compare whether this is 4, whether this is 4, whether this is 4, whether this is 4, whether this is 4. And here it's 4. So this is the, see, we have traversed the entire array. So in the worst case, time complexity will be O of n, because it might be the case that this target is at the last index. So we need to traverse the entire array for checking that. Okay, so this is one approach which is not optimized, right? So we will be not using this, obviously. We will be, we will see the optimized approach. So let's see that. Let me raise this. So in this, see, right, in the problem you will get some hints. Now first hint which you can see, you can get is that you are doing linear search, right? Which we saw O of n approach. That is what? That is linear search. You are going to each element and you're comparing, right? Basically you're finding, you are finding that whether 0 is in this array or not. 0, which is target, right? So there are two ways of searching. Finding, as in searching, there are two ways. Either you can do linear search or you can do binary search. Also, this array is sorted. Although this is rotated, but still it is sorted at some place, right? This part is sorted and this part is sorted. So these hints will give you that okay, we are doing linear search, maybe we can do better, and we can do binary search. And since the some part of the array is sorted, like this is sorted and this is sorted, so we can use binary search. Okay, so now let's see how we can use binary search. Okay, so see here, uh, let's say target is, let me take here target as 5 first. So target is 5. So here in this array 5 is there, so output will be what? Output will be true. Okay, but how we will do it binary using binary search? Let's see that. So if you are not aware that how binary search works, right, I will highly recommend just watch the binary search algorithm first. Link will be in the description. So see, first we do what in binary search? We take low, which is at the 0th index, and we take high, which will be at the last index, and we find out the mid. So mid will be what? Low plus high divided by 2. So low 0 plus high is what? 6 by 2, which is 3. So here 3 is what? 0. So the element, this is basically a mid index, right? What is the ARR of mid? ARR of mid is 0. Okay, this is 0. Now what you will do, you will check. Basically what you will do, you will check whether this in this half you need to search or in this half you need to search. In which half you need to search. Okay, so target is what? Target is 5. Target is 5. Where do you expect? See, over here this is 0 and this is 4. Here it's 4, right? So obviously this part is sorted and this part is sorted. So 5 we need to find, right? Now the point is like where we will shift. Whether we'll shift to right or we'll shift to left. So how to know where we will shift? We will compare this mid, ARR of mid, right? We will check whether our target is 5, right? Whether our target is greater than the low, target is what? 5 is greater than the low, and our target is here. If it is basically what you can say is so here what we will do basically is we'll just check whether this target is greater than this low. So it's greater than 5 is greater than 4, right? 5 is greater than 4. So what we will do, we will shift here in this part. So obviously we will find here, right? So what we check whether ARR of low is greater than target or not. It was greater than, so we will do one thing, we will shift to this part and we will neglect this part. So shifting to this part meaning high will change. High will now come to mid minus 1. Mid minus 1. That is here. So high will come to index 2. Okay, now our search array is this one. Here we'll have to search. Earlier it was this whole array. We neglected this part because there are no chances of finding 5 here. So we now searching here. Okay, now let's do further. So I'm erasing this. Next step. Again, what we will do, we will find mid. So let's find mid. So mid will be low plus I by 2, 0 plus 2 by 2, which is 1. So ARR of mid is what? ARR of mid is, this is 1 is the index, right? ARR of mid is 5. And our target is also 5. So we found, so when ARR of mid is equal to target, we found the element, right? We found the element, so we will return true. Return true. Simple. I hope you understood this test case. So output will be true. Now let's do one thing. Let's discuss one more test case. So that, see here now we are building approach. We do not know how we can solve it, but using this test cases, we will see how we can approach it. Right now we saw how to ignore the right part and how to shift to the left part. When target is greater than ARR of low, we will shift. Now let's discuss more test cases. So here I am changing, this is 0, 0, 6 and 2. Okay. And now let's this time target will be 3. Target is 3. So see, over here target is 3, right? What we will do again, we will take low as 0, high as the last index, which is 6. Mid, we will find out mid index 0 plus 6 by 2, which will be 3. So again mid is this. ARR of mid is 0. ARR of mid is 0. What we will check? Whether this target here 0 and 3. Okay. Basically we will be checking whether this target lies in this half or it lies in this half. So here see, ARR of mid we have, and our target is greater than this ARR of mid, and target is greater than this. Over here target is greater than this, and our target is less than equal to ARR of high. ARR of high is here what, 3, and our target is less than equal to our target, this, right? Basically, so it means that it lies in this half. So these two conditions should be true. ARR of mid less than greater than target, target greater than ARR of mid. So 3 is greater than ARR of mid, which is 0, which is fine, and this 3 is greater than or equal to the ARR of high, which is 3. So this means that our target lies in this half, so we will neglect this half. So basically we will shift our low to this half. High will remain there only, but low will shift. So in this case low will be equal to mid plus 1. So mid is 3, low will become 4. 3 plus 1, 4. Okay. Now let's do further. So right now our search space is this one. So see, now again we will calculate mid. So we will calculate mid index, basically 4 plus 6 by 2, low plus high by 2, which is 10 by 2, 5. That is this. Okay. Now again we will check. Here ARR of mid is target greater than that. Yes, this is true. ARR mid is 2 and target is 3. And ARR of target, basically ARR of high is less than or greater than equal to target. So target lies between here. Here it will be greater than. So basically our target lies here in this half. So we will shift again our low to mid plus 1, which is 6. So now it will be 6 plus 6 by 2. Mid will be, so this will be 12 by 2, 6. 6 index. Yani that is ARR of mid. That is ARR of 6. Which is what? 3. So we found our target 3 and 3. ARR mid is equal to target. Hence we found our element. We will return true. Okay. So in this way we will be thinking of the approach, right? Now see guys, now there might be one issue which we will see using a test case. So let's do one thing. Let's take a test case. I have written it over here. So yeah, let's take this case. This is 3, 1, 3, 1, 2, 3, 3, 3, 3. This one. So if I do indexing 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and target, let's say target is 2. I need to check whether 2 is in this area or not. Output is here. Output is, let's say, output will be true, right? Because 2 is here in this area. So now let's see how we'll proceed about that. We will do what? We will take low and high. Low We are taking low at 0 index and high at last index, which is 6. Now what we will do, we will find mid. 0 plus 6 by 2, which will be 3. 3 index. So we will find what is ARR of mid. ARR of mid is 3, right? ARR of mid is 3. Now see guys, now there is an issue. There is an issue. This is ARR of mid, right? Here, here also there is 3 and here also it's 3. Right? So now the issue is that which part we should basically move, because there are duplicates, right? There are duplicates. So when there are duplicates, right, what you can do is, in that case, instead of moving anything, what you can do, you can shift your low to this index and your high to this index, because we need to reduce our search space, right? We need to reduce our search space. You can take target as anything else also, so let's not take 2. I'm just telling you how you can handle the duplicate case. So over here, when there is this also 3, this also 3 and this also 3, so what you can do is, you can reduce your search space like this, something like this you can do. Now this will be your search space, and then you can proceed about this. Again, mid is equal to low plus high by 2, like that. So I hope you understood this duplicate case. Let's see the code once. And guys, I highly recommend just dry run code once, because it will be more clear if you dry run, right, on a test case. So see what we do here. First of all, we have taken left at 0 index. Basically here left is the low, okay, and right is high, okay. So, and this is at the last index, while left is less than equal to right. So this is classic binary search, right? If you are not aware, I'll highly recommend just watch the video first on binary search. Link will be in the description. Then we are finding mid. If the nums of mid is equal to target, meaning we found it, return true. Now this is for the duplicate case. Duplicate case, meaning nums of mid is also equal to nums of left. That is, see, this was mid, right? Here 3 is equal to ARR of left and 3 is equal to ARR of right. Okay, so that case we will increment left and decrement right. Just basically move low one step ahead and right one index before. Else if, what we will do, we will check if this is the sorted part. Basically, should we move here? If this is the sorted part, should we move here or we should move here? Right? So basically not in this case. Here it will be this, not only over here. Let's take this test case here. So for this, what you need to check is, basically you need to check which part you should proceed into. So when your mid was here, right, a mid index was this, so this is ARR of mid is this, right? So you need to check whether left is equal to mid or not. Basically, if this is the sorted part including this middle, we are finding out which includes the middle element, right? So if this is that part, no, here this is not including in this part, 0 is not included in this part, 0 is included in this part. So accordingly we'll proceed, right? So if nums of here, right, here in else if nums of left is here, so then what we will check, whether target lies in that range. If it lies in the first, that is, it is greater than the left and it's less than the mid target, so we will shift our right. Basically, if we will shift it to this part, or else we will shift to this part. Otherwise, if in this case it is like this, right, so then we'll proceed and we'll check if nums of mid is greater than target and like that. Basically we will check whether target lies in this half or target lies in this half. Okay, so I hope you understood this problem. See, it will be more clear if you will dry run by yourself once. Basic idea you will get that how to approach these kinds of problems, that we have to check which part our target lies, right? And accordingly we'll move to that part. So if you found the video helpful, please like it. Time complexity is again, see, we are using binary search, so it will be log of n, where n is the number of elements in the array, log n. Space is constant, we are not using extra space, right? Yeah, we are not using extra space. So if you found the video helpful, please like it, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.